Good morning traders, 4th of June 2014, time 6:31 GMT. Quick update for you. Yesterday we talked about a potential Euro-Yen trade based upon this aggregated RSI reading where we've got an overbought yen and an oversold euro. On this daily chart, the aggregated readings are showing a turning point, both the euro beginning to turn up and the yen beginning to come away from overbought territory. And again on our H4 charts we're seeing that being confirmed, where the euro and yen RSI aggregated readings are potentially going to cross over, and on the hourly they indeed have done some time ago. At this point here we placed a trend line through the swing low points on the basis that we were expecting a retest of this trend line, and we got an automated trade triggered from the platinum system, which got filled at 139.18 and ran to the take profit level, which we set just underneath the pivot confluence, just shy of 50 pips. We've got 48. The other trade, which is currently running, is a GBP JPY trade, and with this one we picked this up off this trend line here in a similar fashion using the platinum automated system. It's got a trailing stop applied to it, so it's currently in profit at the moment, seeing a little bit of a retest of this central pivot today, but that seems to be holding. Our current target on that is, we may need to adjust that actually. I think possibly we'll move it to last week's high, not get too greedy. In terms of today, what the index analyzer is telling us is, so we're seeing strong US dollar on monthly, weekly and euro and sterling. Daily, Aussie dollar, Swiss francs making a bit of a comeback in the euro. Weak pairs, Canadian dollar, sterling's not looking terribly clever. In terms of aggregated RSI, similar picture really. Let's go to the daily chart. So not a great deal of change here. Again, seeing this euro yen potential opportunity here. So I think probably that would be where we'd look again for another trade. Let's just get rid of this index data here. What we'll do is we'll take out this trend line now, and I'm going to redraw a trend line through these as closely as I can through these swing low points. Just see what that offers us. If we went in at the monthly pivot, there's nothing in it really. We could be in the trade. It's already retested that level. Might be better to wait for a bit of perhaps a retest of these support levels here, which coincide with the daily S1 pivot. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another trend line through these highs. It's going to be a flat line, and this trend line number is 45149. And I'm going to use platinum to set this up as a simple buy touch trend line, and I'm going to show the order grid on the chart so you can see where my stop and take profit levels would be. What I'm going to do is, I don't want a 50 pip stop on here, so I'm going to move this stop higher to somewhere between yesterday's low and the S1 level, which we assume will be an area of support if this level's tested. And in terms of our take profit level, currently set at the weekly R2 pivot. It's not too bad. In terms of our risk reward, if we just reselect the trend line again, It's a 20 pip stop and a 73 pip take profit. I'll just check that again by measuring. Our entry point would be here on this intercept. Yeah, 73 pips. So pretty good risk reward ratio. Happy with that. So I save those settings and leave that automated trend line in the market. In terms of the index analyzer based trades, I'm not seeing a huge amount here at the moment. Perhaps maybe we could have a look at the Swiss franc Canadian dollar. Let's just have a little look at that. I'm just going to load a template with my pivots on. So we're seeing a downtrend here, but an uptrend on the daily, but a downtrend on 4 hourly, particularly hourly. What I'm going to do with this trade is I'm going to use platinum again to automate a trade on a retest of this pivot confluence at weekly S1 and central daily pivot PP. So trend line number here is 45346. So I scan my chart, go to my symbol filter to make this easier to pick out. I want this to be a sell touch based trade, and again I want to show my trigger grid. Just go to chart properties and show object descriptions. Just waiting for some tick data. Okay, so we're using a 20 pip stop, so let's just zoom in a little bit so we can see what we're doing. Okay, it's a pretty aggressive take profit level down there. I'd be happier with a more balanced take profit somewhere around this pivot confluence, which would be a new low over the last few days. So we'll see. And in terms of risk reward, we're looking at about 50-50 here. We've got 20 pip stop, 30 pip take profit. Not great. It's not one-to-one risk reward. Let's just leave that and see how we go. We can adjust that at a later date. So that's kind of pretty much it at the moment. I don't want to trade any short sterling based positions. Reason being is that sterling is one of the strongest currencies on a monthly and weekly basis, and it may be just undergoing a short-term correction on these shorter time frames, so not keen on that. I like to try and align myself so that I trade the strongest pairs on the monthly basis and weekly basis, and the weakest pairs as well. That's a better strategy. So that's the currency analysis for the 4th of June. We'll come back and review this tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching.